For families with kids who have a learning disability, it can be hard to navigate learning, especially with schools changing from in-person to remote to even hybrid, all to accommodate for COVID's impacts. In this week's Positive Parenting, I spoke with one local doctor and state advocates on how you can help your kids juggle changes in their schooling while living with a learning disability.
It's a group of disorders that can hold back or hinder a child's ability to learn.
And according to advocates with the Learning Disabilities Association of Ohio, 12 to 15% of children in your school district has a learning disability. Dr. CHERYL Chase breaks down the different types.
And the traditional ones, the classic ones that we know about, are disorders of reading, disorders of written expression and writing, and then disorders of mathematics.
Now, she goes on to say that there are others that can also get in the way of your child's education.
But they may have to do with slower processing speed or slower working memory, which are major processes in the educational process for students. They have to get information through quickly, and they have to hold information in mind while they're processing it.
Navigating those things can be hard, especially during these times where schools are having to consistently adapt to the changes caused by the pandemic.
So many of the students that I serve are coming back in because maybe they slipped further, or they're trying to figure out how to get their children to stay focused on a computer screen for 6 hours a day or 5 hours a day. And it often involves, unfortunately, increased parent supervision.
Locally, Dr. Mike SEVILLA says that he's also helping families navigate these times.
I have a lot of parents that come to me and say, hey, how do we kind of sort this out? You know, is it really something from a medical standpoint? Is it something from a learning standpoint, from the educational standpoint? So my role is just to kind of try to help parents kind of navigate through that and say, what's really my area and what's really in kind of the educator's area.
Learning advocates say that there are signs parents can look out for.
And that's like the first sign for a lot of parents, is just seeing that discrepancy and the ability to do well on tests, even though they know it.
If your child has a learning disability, experts say the line between the parent and the school needs to be open and consistent.
That's where a lot of the breakdown comes with a lot of parents, because a lot of parents struggle with trying to help at home. They don't know what to do.
Dr. Chase says if you feel like your child may be falling behind, don't wait to get help.
What is often told to parents is just give it a little more time and let's just wait. So I would add to that as well, pursue it and stay on it if your gut instinct is there's something not right here.
And we have a link of resources for you and your family over on our website, wytv.com.